Hello and welcome to a brief video about Rebel Transmute, a game made by one developer, and I played it at the beginning of September, kind of forgot about it. Now I saw it in my recordings and I was like, I kind of want to talk about it, because it's just a cool ass demo. I'm gonna spoiler a little bit, but I want to keep this video as short as possible, so you have something to play as well. So let's just go down the list. The presentation is nice. I like the little introduction to the character and what we're doing here, why we're doing something, who she is, what she's trying to find. All really nice, kind of like gets you a little bit invested, but it also isn't too long and drawn out that you're like, oh cool, I have a 10-minute cutscene before I can actually play the video game. And also, it's a really nice balance. Skipping a little bit ahead, we are now in the area, we're now able to control our character, run around, shoot stuff, and very nice, simple, more ambient music. You may also instantly realize it. It personally reminds me a lot of Environmental Station Alpha and Axiom Verge. I think Environmental Station Alpha was more on the, shoot me, as 8-bit, I think. Axiom Verge, I think, was going more for the 16-bit, but don't quote me on that, but it kind of reminds me on that, like how it presents itself, how it looks. I love those visuals, you know, if you go with pixel art style, I'm usually a fan, especially when it comes to Metroidvanias. Something that you might realize when you play it is there's an interesting movement tech with dash jumping, how I call it, allowing you for more horizontal movement. It's kind of cool. So if you use the dash or like slide jump, it's actually more as a slide jump. So if you play a little bit around with that, I'm sure you can maybe realize, ooh, that's, you know, later on with more upgrades, with more speed, this could get quite interesting. As someone who loves watching Super Metroid speedruns, like this is the stuff that I'm really interested in, because this could get a speedrun community, like get very hyped, or, you know, the game could become the new speedrun game for Metroidvania players. So it's really important to sometimes have these little things hidden where, yeah, if you use certain abilities in combination, and it just gets, I don't know, just gets me, you know, just hits the spot like a nice fresh orange juice from the fridge on a hot summer day, you know, just hits the spot. Where were we? Oh, right. So plants actually hide enemies. I think I have never seen that. You may have seen plants in games, right, that you maybe grow from the ceiling, or vines and whatever, and you can cut them, right? I think Hollow Knight had that a variety of times. But I've never seen it actually used to hide enemies. And I find this just, yeah, of course, enemies would be hiding behind plants and thick bushes to try to attack you. And you can actually see this a couple times in the demo, and I don't know, I've never seen this before. It's really nice. Nice little touch. Then we also get a little glimpse of the augment system, giving the player more possibilities for, I guess, builds, you can say, in the future. And right, you can just play a different way, right? You can play through the game maybe with this augment and maybe with a different augment, similar to how Hollow Knight also had augmentations, where you can have maybe a more minion-focused build and or go full spell, full melee, or, you know, slash or slash nail. Overall, really nice having this in the game. I think that's probably adds a lot more work to the game, but I think it just makes the game, the replayability is just so much bigger, I think, with this. Also, it's a little bit more this exploration, so it's not only exploring the world, but also exploring different builds against certain bosses. I think it's really nice. Then we also get the injector, which works similar to how Hollow Knight handles healing, which is, you know, you hit enemies, I think you got some sort of resource, and then you just heal yourself. I think nothing special there, but I really like having just a little of a, like a heal in games, instead of just, well, you have this many hits you can take, and that's it, right? I think Metroid Dread has that still. But I see this with more and more Metroidvanias, that they add some sort of function to heal yourself after you hit a certain amount of enemies, and or you got some resource. And again, that allows you to maybe focus on different builds. So maybe you want to have, maybe there's an augment that heals you automatically, but very slowly over time. or the other way around. Maybe you can't heal yourself at all and you get way more damage, or in overall it maybe doubles your health. You know, there's so many different ways you can approach this, so good on that. Then we also had the first boss that I don't want to show a lot of. It had multiple phases, which already gave me a good indication of what the developer might be going for, right? If the first boss already has, I think, 1 or 2 phases, I'm not quite sure. I'm like, okay, he really takes time to develop proper bosses that are not just, you know, one phase Andes, you can kind of say. Also gets me excited about future enemies, because maybe there are like multiple bosses with way more phases, and or I don't know, some I can maybe see, oh, you beat this one boss, and then you're like, I don't know, drop down in a room with 2 other bosses that each have 2 phases. It's like, yeah, it gets me quite excited. But one thing that I also would like to see an improvement of are the sound effects. So it might also only be me, because some sound effects sound quite harsh to me, to my ears, but I'm also very sensitive when it comes to that. But yeah, that was pretty much Rebel Transmute. I'm gonna let you play the game yourself and not gonna continue talking and just, you know, spoilering everything. It's a really nice demo. I'm really looking forward to the final game, because there are a lot of Metroidvanias being made with Crowsworn, I think is it called. Now we have Rebel Transmute, I think there was another one. I'm really happy that the Metroidvania genre isn't dying, and there are still new developers coming in that have played Super Metroid in their time when they were younger, and then create now their own games. And now we even have people that played Hollow Knight and were like, I think I can make something like this, and just try it and do it. And I'm also really glad that the Kickstarter has been funded. It has 6 more days to go as of this recording. And yeah, I'm just really looking forward to how this will all turn out. As a little side note, more on the YouTube side, sorry for no video for a whole month. Was a little bit busy streaming as well as with Path of Exile. Now was a little bit busy with Terraria, and I will try to make a couple more videos like this, maybe without a webcam like this right now, and maybe more of a voiceover. Is a little bit easier on my side. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and tell me down below in the comments if you played the demo and how did you like it. And don't forget to do the whole YouTube stuff. I think they call it like and subscribe, but I don't know, you know. I make like videos every month or something. Please, I will make more videos, please. I swear. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Have a nice day. Bye.